interesting conversation with KC Concepcion here on Kababayan Today. KC, before I ask you any more questions, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, of course.
You're busy. I know you're busy. You've got things going on. You're like, you know, doing
I'm glad
all
you
this
found
stuff.
my number and contacted me. I'm really happy to be here also and catch up with you in a way.
Yes, well, let's talk about all this volunteer work that you do, because you do a lot of it, and it's very admirable because not a lot of people volunteer. Volunteering in the Philippines doesn't seem to be on a lot of people's agenda, but the people that do it constantly, there's something to be said about that. So talk to us about all the programs that you're helping.
All
No, you're doing a lot. You're with UNICEF,
well,
right?
I guess, you know, there's really something about doing things and doing them discreetly.
As opposed to telling the press about it.
Always
and
having press around.
Yes.
But I also find see the value in choosing the times where you do involve the media, because more than anything, it's really to get people involved. You know what I mean? Like, if you can get the media's help to spread the word of whatever your cause is, then that's when it really helps to have media around. But I guess a lot of people use it for the wrong reasons, and that's why it
backfires sometimes. Yeah.
But I think that people have gotten used to me talking about the UN World Food Program, and I think I've been 6 years national ambassador for the WFP.
So what does that entail, actually?
Well, in the beginning, of course, they also give you training to understand the organization. It's the largest humanitarian organization. I think it spans like 60 years now, and it really is about fighting hunger worldwide. But obviously, they need people to really represent countries where they serve. So it's like, for me, I've been with them for 6 years, and they sent me to the Clinton Global Initiative here in LA, actually, and Hong Kong. And then they actually also give you like lots of books to read and research and all of that. And then they bring you on the site, like on the field. So it's really an interesting educational thing for me too, because they treat me like one of the team. Like, they don't treat me like an endorser, because that's not, you risk your lives, you know what I mean? I guess I've put myself in situations my mother wouldn't be happy about, going to Africa and going to far-flung areas where, conflict, it's just people, it's not the most...
Is it life-changing?
It's not the safest places to go.
Is it life-changing when you're there? It is
definitely life-changing. Going regularly to Mindanao, where it's conflict-affected areas, where you never know what's going to happen, it's so unpredictable. There's a lot that goes on that people don't really know about. They think you're just talking about it and endorsing something, when actually you put yourself in situations that are pretty dangerous. And that's the point, is reaching those far-flung areas that people can't access normally. And then really saturating, like having like different areas, like for example in the Philippines, where they really saturate and really do their programs there. Right. And it's not just feeding them, but also using food as an incentive for kids to go to school, or for parents and adults to go to work. So they use food for that. And then it's also like emergencies, like Yolanda and the whole thing in Tacloban, and any other, like during Ondoy and during some other flood. And we're super prone to natural disasters in the Philippines. So there's always something going on. It's super busy, and
so you're doing amazing humanitarian work.
But it's not just me. It's the whole team. They really inspire me doing what they do, and I really can't just talk about it in one sitting.
Absolutely, there's so much entailed.
And it's really not just feeding. A 2-week feeding program is not really efficient. It's not really what they need.
It's a life.
It's like you're committed to the places and the communities
long term
that you serve. So it's really not just for now, and that's the reason why it's so important to keep coming out and talking about what we do in the World Food Program, to remind people that it's there. Because some people think, okay, I've donated, I've done my part,
tapos na.
Great. Pero ako, I always say, at paulit-ulit ko itong sasabihin, that as a person, diba, you can choose up to 3 causes that you really believe in, and you stick to those causes.
I mean, and it's a lifelong pursuit to really give back.
But it's your choice. Yeah, it's your choice, you know. But that's just what I think might be effective.
Okay, congratulations once
you.
again.
Thank you,
very
Kababayans.
much. Yes.
Maraming salamat at hello sa lahat ng Philams. You know I love you. And thank you so much sa support ninyo. Even if you're far away, nararamdaman namin na nandyan lang kayo. At sana kami rin maparamdam sa inyo na nandun lang kayo home bilang mga Filipino. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll be seeing you soon.
All right, there you have it. KC Concepcion here on Kababayan Today. I'm sure all of you are happy. That was my little Christmas tree. Yay!
Merry Christmas!
Merry
Happy New
Christmas!
Year!
All right, guys, we'll see you all again soon here on Kababayan Today.